watching Let's Chat.
We are glad to have you back here with us as we continue on Let's Chat. At least once a month, we try to get our friends from Warren and Griffin here to talk about a wide variety of legal issues that are affecting us all, or will at one point. Today's issue, Social Security. One of the preeminent Social Security experts in town is right over here, and this is Scott Wesson. Scott, good to see you again.
Good to see you again.
And you have brought somebody new with
Yes,
you.
I'm bringing someone very special today. This is Amanda Duncan.
Hi, Amanda.
Nice to meet you.
She is our latest paralegal who is helping us with our Social Security disability claims. She brings 16 years of experience,
Wow.
a lot of knowledge, a lot of expertise, a great smile, and a great attitude, and we're super glad she's with us.
And then you bring her down here, and she has to deal with me
I've
for a few minutes.
I've brought her into the fray.
Social Security disability is something that, and you and I know this from our previous conversations, seemingly every single solitary case involving Social Security disability is different. There's some sort of different element, some sort of different rule that applies to make each and every case different. Is that a fair,
Yeah, that's correct.
pretty fair assessment?
That's why someone like Amanda is so important. Someone that can take you from the beginning, step by step, get your record ready, get the information to the doctors, from the doctors, to Social Security, and get you on the right path.
Amanda, why is it so important that we get someone like you that can represent us professionally when it comes to fighting the Social Security disability hassle? Because a lot of times it's nothing but hassle and red tape.
And that's correct, Chip. It's a very tedious process. Getting someone like me that is experienced in Social Security disability helps the process run smoothly. There's a lot of paperwork, there's a lot of red tape. It's very tedious. It's very difficult to know what to do.
In your combined experience, what's the biggest red tape hassle that you got to cut through?
Time. The process takes it could take over a year to get on disability. It's to make sure, having someone like us that's experienced, we make sure that, the things that need to be in are in. We communicate with the Social Security Administration and the Disability Termination Section to basically make sure they have everything.
Sure.
So they don't get left on the table or on
that's
somebody's desk and forgotten about.
Scott, I want to ask you this. You get somebody that comes in, never had any problems throughout however many years of working. They get injured. It's a Social Security disability case, and you tell them, I'm sorry, Mr. John Doe, this could take a year from right now, the first time you walk into my office, until you even remotely, possibly might get a Social Security disability check. How do you deal with that? I guess you see a lot of anger, a lot of emotional...
It's disappointing. It's tough. You've paid it in all your life. You've paid those taxes. You've paid the FICAs. You've paid your Social Security. And when it's your turn, when it's your time, it is very frustrating. Now, I will say this. Hear me. Let me say this. Not every claim is turned down.
Right.
And Amanda will tell you not every claim takes a year. Some do not. Typically it does. Often it does. And as Amanda was talking about, one of the main things, we've got to get that record complete. We have very deserving claimants, very deserving clients. If the record is complete, that's the number one thing, and that's one of the reasons it's important to have an experienced team getting a record complete.
Let me go back to what I was mentioning a moment ago. You see the anger, you see the frustration, and like you were saying, people have paid into this all their life. They paid the Social Security, they paid the FICA. They want to know, why can't I get my money in a timely fashion? And most people probably justifiably would argue a year is not a timely fashion. How do you deal with those people? That's when your people skills come in, I would imagine.
I listen to them. I comfort them. I help them. I do everything I can. Tell them I'll do everything I can to help them through it. If I had the answer to how to wait so long,
Sure.
It would be a lot easier. But
First thing, though, is to get the ball rolling without doubt.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
And for you to get the ball rolling, you need to call one of these folks. You can call Scott, you can call Amanda, you can call Warren and Griffin. They have been voted the best of the best here in Chattanooga for, I don't know, as long as Social Security's been around. almost as long
Almost,
as Social
almost.
Security's been around. WarrenandGriffin.com, WarrenandGriffin.com.